You've heard of compounding, but what if I told you the way it's taught to most people is holding you back? The wealthy don't wait 40 years for slow growth. They accelerate, stack, and multiply compounding in ways you've probably never heard of. In this video, we'll break down exactly how the rich really use compounding to build unstoppable momentum and financial freedom, fast. Stick around, this could change the way you build wealth forever. When people hear the word compounding, they often think of a savings account growing slowly over decades, or perhaps a 401k that inches up year after year. And while that's technically correct, it barely scratches the surface of what compounding can do, especially when used by the wealthy. The wealthy don't just save money and wait for interest. They leverage compounding across money, habits, networks, and systems to build exponential results. While the average person sees compounding as a long, slow grind, the wealthy understand how to accelerate and amplify its effects. Let's break down exactly how the wealthy really use compounding, and how you can apply the same mindset to your own wealth journey. 1. They don't just let money sit, they make it work. Most people think of compounding as interest earned on a savings account or maybe stock market returns. But the wealthy don't leave money sitting around earning 2% or even 8%, they reinvest aggressively. Take this example: if you invest $10,000 at 10% annually, you'll have around $26,000 in 10 years. But if you reinvest all returns consistently and increase the amount you invest each year, that number skyrockets, because now you're compounding both your money and your behavior. Wealthy individuals don't just rely on passive growth, they're intentional with their reinvestments. They put their returns back into businesses they own, real estate portfolios, private equity or startups, high-yield dividend stocks, scalable systems like content, branding, or automation. In short, they aim for compounding growth through leveraged assets, not just passive savings. 2. They compound assets, not just interest. Here's the real secret: the wealthy compound assets, not just cash. They understand that buying or building things that increase in value over time is the true compounding engine. Instead of parking money in a savings account, they might buy rental properties that appreciate and produce cash flow, build brands that grow in value and generate consistent sales, acquire businesses or equity that scale with time and systems, invest in intellectual property, books, courses, patents, that earn royalties. Each of these has the potential to compound both income and asset value simultaneously. $1 in a savings account earns interest. But $1 invested in a high-quality business could grow 10x over time and continue paying out for life. That's real compounding. 3. They use time differently. We often hear that time is your biggest ally in compounding. And while that's true, the wealthy understand that how you use time matters more than just waiting. Most people compound slowly, hoping 30 years of consistent saving will lead to freedom. The wealthy aim to accelerate compounding through leverage and strategy. They ask, how can I speed this up? What can I build now that will keep growing without me? How can I make money while I sleep? They don't wait 40 years to retire, they build systems that create exponential results in a fraction of the time. They understand the value of building once and earning repeatedly. Examples: a YouTube video that earns ad revenue forever, a piece of software that scales to thousands of users, a real estate portfolio managed by others. By using time as a multiplier, not just a waiting game, they unlock the true force of compounding. 4. They compound knowledge and relationships. It's not just money that compounds, information, reputation, and relationships do too. The wealthy invest in learning, reading, networking, and mentorship. Every skill they gain, every connection they build, adds layers of value over time. A good connection today could lead to a business deal in 5 years, an investment opportunity, access to new capital, markets, or media exposure. The average person underestimates the long-term power of who they know and what they learn. The wealthy deliberately build social capital that compounds across decades. If you read 30 to 50 books a year, you'll outlearn 95% of people, and those ideas will pay off in ways no stock ever could. If you nurture relationships with people doing big things, you'll be pulled into bigger opportunities. 5. They stack compounding effects across multiple areas. The real magic happens when you layer compounding across multiple areas of life. Wealthy individuals often Invest money, right pointing arrow earns returns. Reinvest returns, right pointing arrow grows faster. Build businesses, right pointing arrow generate income. Build personal brands, right pointing arrow attracts deal flow. Network strategically, right pointing arrow open new doors. Learn constantly, right pointing arrow increase decision making power. Each of these on its own is powerful, but when stacked together, the compounding becomes exponential. It's not just one thing working, it's a system of multiple feedback loops, each feeding into the others. So what can you do differently? You don't need millions to start compounding like the wealthy. You need the mindset. Here's how to get started. Invest in assets, not just saving. Reinvest consistently, whether it's money, time, or effort. Focus on scalable systems, not just trading hours for dollars. Read and learn constantly. Compound your ideas and insights. Build a network, even if it's small. Relationships multiply. Result. Compounding isn't just about patience. It's about strategic action. The wealthy don't just wait, they build. Albert Einstein reportedly called compounding the eighth wonder of the world. But most people only understand it at the most basic level. The wealthy take it several layers deeper. They know compounding works best when it's applied across money, time, knowledge, systems, and people. And they know the sooner you start, the more powerful it becomes. So the question is, are you just letting time pass, or are you using time to compound something great? Because once you understand how the wealthy really use compounding, you'll never see growth the same way again. So now you know, compounding isn't just about money. It's about how you use your time, your skills, your network, and your systems. The wealthy stack compounding in every area of life, and so can you. If this opened your eyes, drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos that break down how the top 1% actually build wealth. Let me know in the comments, which part of compounding are you ready to start using today? Until next time, build smarter, grow faster.